Gen Z has not some, no survival skills by Maury. Well, I think I might beg to differ because I am Gen Z and I have the best survival skills in existence. I can survive anything, even a nuke. So we'll see.
So guys, I just gotta say, this is one of the worst examples of bystander effect that I've seen in a while. And this is what happens when you mix idiots and alcohol at 1:30 a.m. in the morning in a club with highly flammable materials attached to the ceiling. And
are they idiots? What are they doing? Evacuate, call 911.
This incident with all these retards literally celebrating and recording the ceiling on fire ended up killing 47 people, 47 individuals, ranging from like 18 up on over to I believe 30 years old.
Out of pocket for that shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just gotta say, if you're in a club with styrofoam attached to the ceiling and the ceiling starts igniting into flames of falling fire, why the ever-living fuck would you just stand there, dance, record with your phone, start jumping up and down like this is totally normal, like this can't kill you? Like, I am genuinely amazed at the negative levels of IQ that I'm seeing in this video. Everybody in this video who was jumping down and recording has absolute zero survival skills and have displayed insurmountable levels of stupidity that I just cannot comprehend. I just don't get it. And I just want to read this headline here that says about 40 people were killed and 115 injured in fire at bar in Swiss ski resort of Crans, Montana. And this happened in Switzerland. Just for reference, Crans, Montana is a ski resort in Switzerland, so it's kind of like its own territory. Very beautiful, scenic place, right? Where a lot of, wealthy, rich people go to vacation and party and whatnot. However, according to this article, they say about 40 people are believed to have been killed and 115 injured after a fire tore through a crowded bar during a New Year's Eve party in the Swiss ski resort of Crans, Montana. Swiss police confirmed several dozen partygoers were dead. The victims could not be immediately identified because of the severity of their burns, the ministry said. It confirmed arson was not responsible, with the blaze thought to be the result of an accident. And in the next segment, I'm going to show you guys exactly what started the fire. The club owner or promoter is entirely to be blamed for this. For some reason, there was styrofoam, I believe, soundproofing on the roof or the ceiling, the ceiling of the club, while some bottle girls were carrying some sparklers while serving drinks, and yeah, everything went to shit after that. As you can see here, it's an image of people holding up some champagne or whatever wine with sparklers attached to the bottles. And massive correction, I thought these were bottle girls. I guess not. Here we have some other club attendees holding up the champagne as well with the sparklers attached. And as you can see, the styrofoam ceiling, typically people use this to soundproof their spaces, their recording studios, etc. I don't know if there's a room above the base floor where people are partying that they don't want noise to transfer to. And based off of some info I'm seeing here from someone who knows a little more about the story, they say that, and TLDR, because this was a pretty long read, they basically said that this club was in the basement of a building, which would basically explain the soundproofing on the ceiling. As you can see here is the place where people were partying. This is in the basement of, I don't know who owns this place, but clearly it's not safe. And they're using the soundproofing to make sure that whoever lives above or whatever facility is above the club isn't going to be as exposed to the loud music as it would be without the soundproofing. Additionally, I saw this image here someone posted of them reducing the size of the staircase during their work during renovations. Here, as you can see, is the staircase before renovations and the staircase after, right? So definitely a little smaller, as you can see here. So essentially, this is how the club looked, right? I think it was a small boutique makeshift club that was recently renovated sometime late last year. All right, I'm on the Facebook page here that I found, and yeah, that's the same exact place in Crans, Montana, Switzerland. But the real issue I'm seeing here is the fact that there's so many people just recording this fire as if it's normal. Like, what happened to your survival instincts? Why not just run? Why not get out? Why wait so much time in order order to escape this clear and imminent danger to your life. Here, as we can see here, this guy, Lord Babo, said they burned alive because the ceiling was flammable and the restaurant put fireworks on champagne, which is crazy. They need to be criminally charged for that. Like, why would you ever put sparklers or fireworks attached to champagne that you're serving to people while you have a highly flammable material on the ceiling of your club attached to the ceiling? Like, that is a very low IQ. I don't understand the logic behind it. Here we have this footage of people trying to escape right now. Mind you, a lot of people were drunk, inebriated, high, etc. So listen, man, this is why I don't like getting wasted. I don't like being around people who can't handle the drink. Especially, I mean, nowadays people just, I'm gonna be honest, they don't have any survival instincts. People are bystanders. They like to, you know, film everything instead of, you know, running or getting away from danger. Everything has to be for content. You know, people are in your goddamn way. It just feels like you're around a bunch of morons. I swear to God, especially the younger generation, it just feels like you are surrounded by a bunch of morons with no survival instincts. Then on top of that, they're drunk. Bro, it's GG's. You're jam-packed in a tight space with a bunch of no survival instinct having clout chasing morons, and a fire just so happens to break out. You might die. You might be cooked, figuratively and literally. Lord Bebo said, though,
I don't drink. This is why I don't drink. You drink alcohol, get drunk. It just makes you act stupid, be stupid. Look at all these people. Maybe if they were sober, maybe they would have left. Maybe they could have gone out because they're all drunk. Now it's GG's.
The blaze broke out shortly after 1:30 a.m. at the Le Constellation bar in the upscale Valais Canton Resort, sending panicked revelers fleeing as emergency crews rushed to the scene. And I gotta pause because of the music, of course, but as you can see, there's literally fire everywhere. Well, you know, in front of this guy, at least filming. And what is he doing? Just singing and what? Filming? Okay, so now he's trying to move, but like, I just don't understand how people even have the time to get out their phones. If your first instinct as soon as a fire breaks out in a club is to pull out your phone and start recording, genuinely speaking, whatever happens to you next, I will not feel bad for.
Out of pocket for that shit.
Should be natural selection. This is natural selection. All the people, the dumb idiots of society will just take themselves out, and humanity will continue to evolve and grow stronger in the brain. This is just natural selection. You know, it's been happening for centuries.
La dinguerie! En gros, bouge, bouge, bouge.
Fucking crazy, man. And again in this video, Lord Bebo said, insanity, many celebrated the fire that killed them. The party guests danced, partied, and sang at the fire. They thought it's a show. Many of them died. WTF. Listen, man, trying to rationalize or comprehend why people do the things that they do in this day and age, it'll just drive you mad. It'll make you crazy, genuinely speaking. Like, I don't get it. Aside from clout chasing, doing some crazy ass drugs that has you out of your mind, I don't know. Additionally, according to this article, they say a police spokesperson in the canton of Valais in southwest Switzerland said the fire started at about 1:30 a.m. in the morning in a bar called Constellation, we know that, which is popular with tourists as revelers rang in the new year. So this was a New Year's Eve party. The police spokesperson said more than 100 people were in the building, and we are seeing many injured and many dead. So 100 people jam-packed into the basement makeshift club of a club owner who probably lives above the club. Like, I don't think, how did they even get their license knowing that, in my opinion, this is such a small space for a club for 100 people, maybe 40 max, but 100 people. I would say 60, 80 is pushing it, but 100 people in such a small space, that is crazy. And mind you guys, this is, I believe, one of the only ways people were able to get out of the club. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is one of the only exits, and it's so narrow. And now people in the comments are saying, imagine the bar you're in catching fire, and instead of leaving, you pull out your phone and record it. They would rather sit and record than to seek safety. Unreal. Literally. The 45 to 60 seconds they wasted trying to record this fire could have been used to just running away and getting outside of the building. I genuinely don't know what is wrong with people. A firefighter said, absolutely horrifying, terrible, terrible accident. It hurts as a firefighter to see how irresponsible these bar owners have been. Allowing multiple open flames with that kind of roof is insane. It is. It really is. How did they get their club/bar license? What is going on in Crans, Montana, Switzerland for people to be eligible with such obvious safety hazards in their facilities?
Well, yeah, that's the video. Gen Z has the worst survival instincts, and clearly, if their first instinct is to record instead of actually leaving from an open fire, then yeah, maybe they do have the worst instincts. I'm saying they like I'm not part of it, but I'm not part of that. I'm separate. I am a cool Gen Z, and they are not. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff.